Hello Leo and welcome to my channel Green Line Goddess Tarot. This is your mid-month reading, so the second half of February. So let's see, we are moving into Pisces season. So let's see what is going on. So let's pull a card out for you. Oh, we have Six of Feathers, transition and insight. I was quite literally thinking, we're moving on from Aquarius season into Pisces season. Aquarius, as you know, is your opposite sign, which is interesting. It's been a really amazing Aquarius season so far. I think that just the energy is so clear at this moment in time. So I think that was the state of the energy would be very beneficial for Leo, like finding the balance between that beautiful Aquarius energy, which it kind of feels like you're more open to other consciousness or other people or collective energy. So we do have this Six of Feathers though, so it sort of feels like you're moving on from that energy, I've opened to new things or open to new perspectives and open to new ideas, and I've gained a whole heap of insight. But this is the Six of Swords here, the beautiful dragonfly just, drops quietly onto the water after flying through the sky, the element of air, Aquarius, and then it just lightly lands on the water, which is Pisces. Yes, now I'm going to see what I'm moving through emotionally now. What is it that I'm moving towards? So it has this sense of that you really are moving on from something and moving towards something new. And it just feels like you're dipping your toe in quite literally with it, or it feels quite light. It doesn't feel like it's a very heavy emotional energy. It feels like I'm just going to see how I feel about it. Just kind of a little taste test and see what's coming in. So yes, and speaking of which, I'm very excited to announce that I have opened up a Patreon community. So yeah, I'm seeing it as a second channel where I can offer a whole heap more goodies, premium content. And if you sign up in the first 2 weeks, which is now, you receive a free 10-minute reading for the Emerald tier. So yeah, lots happening with that. And there's going to be tutorials, meditations, astrology updates. You get all of the extended readings available as well. So there's just lots of things. I kind of wanted to see it as like a toolkit for life, really, but for, dealing with the energies and your soul energies and so let's see what's moving on, what's shifting, what are you moving on from? We've got Sword 5, Uranus, Aquarius. So of course we've got this sense of you've received some sort of unique perspective in Aquarius season, which is great, but we're moving into Cup Prince, Pisces energy, Pisces Chariot, just as we were talking about. So it's going to feel very different moving from air to water. It's going to you're potentially going to really feel this shift. Now, it's interesting because the Sword 5 can represent that there was potentially something conflicted inside your mind, or there was some kind of conflict that you're wanting to move on from. But the Cup Prince is really lovely. It's where you're learning to open your heart to something new, learning the duality of life in a way that there's this other aspect of you that is wanting to open up to the flow. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. Aquarius is the second last and the final air sign. So that's where it's kind of got this sense of higher understanding, higher mind coming through with Aquarius. And then we're moving into the spiritual transcendence of Pisces. And it's like, okay, feeling like I've gained some sort of insight and now I'm transcending an old energy. But part of it is understanding that there's more parts of you, Leo. There's more aspects of you, and it's this beautiful Cup Prince, which is your water, which is your heart, which is a sense of your higher heart that is ready to open up to something new. So yeah, really beautiful energy to come through for you. Let's see what else is coming in for Leo. Okay, what else is coming in for Leo? I forgot to say that if you're interested in the Patreon, the link is in the description box below. Oh, I love it. The Leo card of success, Six of Wands. This is the Leo energy. Okay, transitioning. So I feel like all of this stuff that's going on a higher level, higher mind, higher heart is really kind of giving you messages to move forward into something that is very authentic and validating a part of you. So it really is this, but part of that is letting go of the old, something, being able to sacrifice and let go of something. And part of that may be a disempowered energy or even a victim mentality. We've got the devil, okay, in your conscious mind. So we have, we've got everything. They're falling apart. The Chariot. Let me pull these out for you, Leo, and I'll get them in the right order. Okay. Interesting. I kind of, the Page of Wands in the recent past, the Hermit in the near future. Okay. So we have the Three of Cups, the Hierophant, the Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Okay. And the Two of Wands. Wow. Okay. And I do want to pull another one, the Emperor. Okay, boom. I just want to let you know this is a general reading, Leo. So just take what feels right, leave the rest. And there isn't an extended reading this time, which is why I'm pulling a little bit of extra cards. I'm like, I just want one more. So we've got the King of Cups, which is a Scorpio energy as an overall energy. But this is intense energy, the King of Cups. So I really feel like when I'm tuning in for this is Pluto. This is Pluto. Pluto's at 29 degrees. It's an anaretic degree. It's about completions, endings. And at that degree, it is super, super powerful. So Pluto is the planet of truth. It's the planet of transformation, birth, death, rebirth. So it's very, very intense. It's the planet of control and power as well, power dynamics. So it's been really interesting because it's been in Capricorn. We can see the devil crowning you. This is actually Capricorn energy, the devil. And Capricorn, it's kind of top-down structures, so there's a hierarchy, usually like it's got to do with things outside of you in the outside world. So what can be built to its highest level. So this can be things like governments, banks, institutions, and then in your own world, you can see it personally as well, like where you're making these building blocks. So it can be seen as quite ambitious, which is interesting. I'm kind of getting that. That was the first thing I got with the devil was, I'm like, oh, is Leo stuck? And it's like, no, this is more to do with ambition. But because we've got the Emperor as the final card as well. But we've also got this sense that some of the things that we're deeply moving through at this moment of time with this Pluto energy, and the other thing is that Saturn is also at its anaretic degree, 29 degrees of Aquarius. So we've got these two major big outer planets that are having these very subtle, big themes that are happening in our lives at the end points. Pluto moved into Capricorn in 2008. It spends a long time. It's very slow moving energy. And Saturn spends 2.5 to 3 years in each sign. So it is in its last degree in Aquarius. It rules Aquarius. It's at home in Aquarius. So it's been in Capricorn and Aquarius for the last 5 years, 5 or 6 years, where it is at home. It rules Capricorn and Aquarius, and it's about to move into Pisces. So the thing is that, they're both moving in March. So this is kind of crunch time. The pressure's on that whatever needs to finish about this longer running cycle is really getting this intense energy. And with the devil energy, this is where a whole heap of toxic energy is ready to be released and healed. And this could be related to some kind of relationship with that Capricornian type structure, like with hierarchy of some sort, where you felt very disempowered, or there was a toxic relationship with like another person or a workplace, or even relationship with yourself. This may be a negative cycle. And so it really is a lot to do with what you're processing at this moment in time. And so the Chariot at the base here, this is a Cancer energy, and Cancer can be related to the stomach. So it can be, some of you may have even been noticing you're having stomach issues or something like that. It's about what you've been, it doesn't have to necessarily be that, but it's about what have you been stomaching at this moment in time that has been felt like the devil with the King of Cups. This is can be narcissism. This can be narcissism, any kind of dark triad. It's kind of an intense energy where it could be gaslighting, it could be questioning your reality, it can be any kind of things that you've been emotionally holding on to that has been toxic for you. And this is what Pluto is doing, because Pluto actually rules Scorpio as well. So that's why we've got the King of Cups here, is saying it's really showing you a deep truth, and it's saying it's time to let that go. And it's kind of intense. It's like, boom. Okay. So you be really aware of what sort of messages you're getting, your endings are coming through around that, and what it is you're getting the message to let something go. This energy has potentially, with the Hanged Man crossing you, has been stagnant for too long. It's like stagnant deep water, with the King of Cups being Scorpio energy and Cancer as well. And the Three of Cups, a lot of emotions here on this bottom line here. So I really feel like the root of it is your emotional body. And Cancer, the Chariot energy is the Cancerian energy that, has the armor like the crab. So it likes to be loved. It's love and compassion, but there's something out there. If you go out into the world and you encounter the devil energy, you're like, oh, I'm putting my armor up. And maybe you've been having to go out into a certain situation, or you've put your armor up, but this energy is still there, like it's still been there. And so it's interesting with the Six of Wands, it is very much the Leo energy of, this is me, I want to be seen, I want to be validated, and it's a card of success. It's true authenticity. And the devil is saying whatever that energy was, and that's why it's kind of getting gaslighting, is that it wasn't authentic to you. Gaslighting always makes you question, is the problem me? Or is it, is what's wrong with me? And maybe you're not like kind of living by somebody else's rules or expectations, or meeting that in some way, or perhaps they were kind of actively kind of being horrible to you in some way, shape or form, and you can start questioning what's wrong with me. And so that's a big thing that can come through with this as well. It doesn't have to necessarily be that. It can be any different things. But the Pisces energy is saying, yeah, again, they're bringing it back to the Uranus, because Uranus is about a change and seeing something in a very different light, a unique light, and enacting a change. And the Aquarius energy is higher mind. So you've got that insight that comes through, and then moving into the Pisces energy, that's the last sign. It's a mutable water sign. So it's about what are we emotionally moving through. And we've got Scorpio here, we've got Cancer, and we've got celebration here, the Three of Cups. This is you in the spread. You're celebrating what it is that you're moving through. Even though it might feel a little bit dark, even though it might feel a little bit intense. So because it feels like you're kind of regaining a part of you, something that was potentially lost is coming back, or it's just feeling a sense of you're feeling more attuned or with things that feel right for you. And yeah, you could be quite literally stepping into some kind of success with this as well. So whatever that means to you. So we have in the recent past the Page of Wands, and so the Page of Wands is like there's potentially been new opportunities or new things that are coming in. When we've got the Cup Prince, which is the Page of Cups, and the Page of Wands, pages are always like new, fresh, exciting. It's like being a teenager in the world and everything feels new, even though it's intense and a bit scary. But it's kind of like the Page of Wands. It's a wand. It's your energy, Leo. So it's like something new has come in that potentially feels exciting, maybe nervously exciting. Perhaps you've seen new growth that comes in, and it's kind of like there's a new spark that's come through, maybe a new passion, a new interest of some sort, or just feeling like, there's something that's kind of regained its spark again. So, I just feel like there's so much you're working with here, because we have the Hierophant in the energy around you. This is, again, Hierophant is Taurus energy, but this is institutions as well, the Hierophant. So it is kind of, very Capricornian as well. It represents the institution of marriage. It represents religion. It represents banks and institutions. But ultimately, it also represents commitments and responsibilities. So if you're looking at this Page of Wands going, oh, it's just this little wand, this new thing I'm looking at or getting excited about, but it's next to the Hierophant, it's like, you know what, this could actually be something that is quite a responsibility or quite a commitment that's coming through here with this. Maybe it's associated with that. And so it's like, do I want to commit to this or don't I? Am I over and wanting to free myself from commitments? It's going to be unique to you. So we have the Hermit in the near future, which is have a deep think about it. Spend a bit of time analysing it. We've actually got the the 3 earth signs here. We've got Devil, Capricorn, we've got Hierophant, which is Capricorn and Taurus, and we've got Virgo. So 3 major arcanas coming in. So the earth energy wants to ground something down into reality for you. And that's what the Emperor does. It's putting a stamp on something and taking control. So the Virgo energy, the Hermit, is the wise sage that's saying, what is the path ahead? It's going deep within, listening to the messages of your body, really having a big think about it and trusting that you're making the wise decision here. You've learnt a lot, you've experienced a lot, and so you are actually just feeling like, yeah, this is your mind, this is your decision, this is your choice that's coming in here. So that feels really important. We have as hopes and fears the 8 of Wands. So this is kind of wanting to move ahead, quite literally, with the 8 of Wands. It's really positive energy. All the wands are focused, moving in one direction, and it's like a really positive shift in energy. So if you've got the devil in your conscious mind, which maybe thinking about things that are devilish in nature, kind of like debt or staying in a relationship or an energy too long, or just an energy within a relationship too long, or staying in a job too long, or just feeling very stuck. The devil can be kind of fear as well. But I really feel like it's whatever is kind of being unearthed at this moment in time with all these unearthed signs, and Pluto saying, this is what we're showing you. This is what I'm showing you. Are you ready to transform it? This is kind of the last phase. And so it's very, in a way, like Saturn is here as well with the devil, because Saturn rules both Aquarius and the devil. So what Saturn is doing is saying this is kind of the last chance to put up some kind of boundaries or structures in place. So it may be that you're like, okay, I'm at the very end of this transition and I really need to say to that person, no, don't contact me, don't talk to me, or like, no, I can't do that. Maybe there's a boundary that you need to put in place here. But Saturn can also be that there's been, like the Hermit energy, it rules time. So it might be that you've poured in a lot of hard work and time with something, and it's like you're at the tail end of kind of like seeing whether that's been worthwhile, whether you're reaping the benefits. So you might get a little bit of it's time energy, which is nice as well. So we have, there's so much you're moving through, like there's this sense of moving through this kind of old stuck energy, but then there's these exciting new things that are starting in with the Page of Wands. And so we're seeing here with the Knight of Swords, the 2 of Wands and the Emperor. The Knight of Swords is like, going charge, I'm determined to kind of take something on. It's like this impetus to take action and initiate, like the 2 of Wands is just taking that first step. And so it might be that you just kind of like, I'm just going to do it kind of thing. I have to do this, or it might happen really quickly. It might be like before you're even feeling ready. But it's kind of like there's an opportunity because the Emperor's here, and the Emperor rules Aries, and Jupiter is in Aries at this moment in time, and a fire sign. So that will be trining your fire energy, wanting to bring opportunities to you, Leo. And it's kind of like you've got to jump at them when they're there. You got to trust your instincts and go for them. Be like the Emperor and just kind of go put your stamp on it. So yeah, the new path opens up, the new opportunities here with the 2 of Wands, and it's just kind of initiating that. And like I said, the Knight of Swords is very fast moving. So it's kind of like you got to be really quick here. With like saying yes to something, an opportunity that's in front of you at this moment in time. That can help with the Emperor energy is all about making something a concrete reality, making it successful, taking control, creating some control in your life. So the Emperor can rule people in high positions or powerful positions. There's a lot of power in this reading as well. And that's what Pluto rules, because we've got the Devil, we've got the Hierophant, and we've got the Emperor. The King of Cups is also powerful. So is the Hermit in his own way, in a way that's more knowledgeable and wisdom. It's kind of like the the old university professor. It's like they've got power because they've got experience and knowledge. So there's just a sense of, power. You're kind of working out, you're dealing with a lot of power at this moment in time, how to step into your own power that can bring success for you at this moment in time. And that's what this Emperor is. I feel like you're kind of turning into the Emperor and going, boom, yes, I'm taking charge. I'm kind of going for this. I'm saying yes to this. And the new path, the new direction that comes up. And so, like I said, this could be someone of authority or power that's kind of offering you an opportunity as well. So that's coming through as well. So we have, as an overall energy, the King of Cups. Ultimately, the waters run deep with this as well. There's some very underlying energy, and it's kind of like with the King of Cups, it's an energy of finding a safe place amongst all this kind of like drama. So it's sort of like you're saying, it's about managing your emotions within a situation because there's just a lot happening here. And some of it is kind of nervousness and some of it's excitement, and some, nervousness and excitement can feel the same as anxiety as well. They're very similar energies, and that's kind of what I'm feeling. But it's kind of because there's something exciting here for you. And so I do feel like with the King of Cups that this is about, being able to try and manage your emotions in some way to be able to work with that. But I feel like, we can see that little fish in the background, and the King of Cups is actually wearing a fish around his neck as well. So that Piscean energy is really coming through. So did I mention the Three of Cups? So this is you celebrating, but it may be that you're connecting to new people. This is you in the spread. I had something else I wanted to say about the King of Cups, and it's just completely, so it's master of your emotions, but there was something else I wanted to say about it. It could be that, it could be a Scorpio around you. Scorpio and Aries are coming in super, super strong. So you might notice them this week. But I'm kind of get with the King of Cups that if this is some kind of drama that's related to the toxic energy of the devil, it's like a sense of wanting to go, I need to detach from myself, take myself out of that energy and not feel like I'm part of that anymore. So that can be something that comes through with it. So you've got the two cards of success, the Six of Wands, and the Emperor is very successful energy. Success is there for you to step into it at this moment in time. So let's pull an affirmation card for you, Leo. You've got two coming in. We've got, I am worth loving. Okay. I do not have to earn love. I'm lovable because I exist. Beautiful. Others reflect the love I have for myself. Absolutely beautiful. And I feel like, if this devil energy, whatever that represents, is somehow questioned your self-worth, whatever this history, the past history associated with this, then this new opportunities that are coming towards you at this moment are kind of bringing you the opportunity to heal from that and move on from that. And then the Six of Feathers transition and find the peace, which is really nice. The Six of Feathers, Six of Swords can also mean moving or traveling. So it's kind of like can be both of those things. Let's see. I release all fears and doubts. Okay, that's that devil there. I accept myself and create peace in my mind and heart. Yes, absolutely. I now choose to free myself from all destructive fears and doubts. Fantastic. So, and that's what I kind of feel like with the Knight of Swords. It's almost like charging towards the devil going, I'm not going to let this stop me. I'm not going to let fear get in my way. I'm just stepping in and taking charge and initiating this new step, initiating this thing or saying yes to something. And so it's this determination that comes in. Like I feel like this energy. It says, I'm loved and I'm safe. Beautiful. So again, this Pisces energy is wanting you to feel love, which is nice, but it might be, again, from that kind of transcendent higher energy. Okay, I've got a bit of cat hair on there. Let me get you a charm, Leo. Okay, so what is coming in for Leo? Oh, okay. Speaking of water, we'll keep the watery theme happening. We have the mermaid. Very, very beautiful. And what's she doing with her hands there? It feels like she's either kind of holding on to something, but it seems to be around her heart. So it's like this sense of what have you been holding on to inside your heart that you're ready to release that may be associated with this devil energy, because things are ready to flow now. So there's energy inside your heart that wants to flow. And so the mermaid is also a mythical creature. Again, it comes back to that thing of what was real and what wasn't real, what was yours and what was somebody else's. And they're saying the answer lies inside your heart. The truth of your heart, the truth of who you are lies in there. So that is part of your deep authenticity, Leo. And so, yeah, if you find yourself confused or questioning a situation or a person or a relationship, it's saying come back in. And so, yeah, I feel like this beautiful transition that's moving on is helping you step into success, and there's opportunities coming your way. So that's it, Leo. That's your reading for February, the second half of February. Again, just wanted to let you know if you'd like to support my work and help me continue to create the work that I create and become part of a really beautiful, inclusive community. My Patreon has just launched. And like I said, if you sign up for the first 2 weeks, free 10-minute readings for the Emerald tier. And yeah, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments, because that also lets YouTube know that you support the channel and helps with the growth of the channel. And take care, Leo.